Alright guys, what is up? It is Maxwell back again to close out the year 2021 on CASI. What a terrible year for CASI. At least the past 6 months has been quite rough. Haven't sold a single share. My conviction hasn't changed at all. There have been no negative catalysts, no legitimate reasons for me to sell this aside from it just getting absolutely obliterated the past 6 months. So for a little background, I entered this around June 6th. 1,000 shares, learned more and more about the company, went very, very deep from June to like September, read every single filing, every clinical trial, all the clinical trial data. I went super deep. And if you can go back to my videos, you can look at all I have a CASI master file with kind of all their assets, all about the company that you could really find out, unless there have been some new things that have been posted, but really there's been no news at all. So I'd recommend looking at that. But like I said, my conviction hasn't changed at all. Haven't sold a single share. Currently down in my TD Ameritrade account, 9,400 on it. In my Cobra trading account, I'm down about $1,585 on it. So still have about 21,000 something shares, something or 22,000 shares, something around there. So I'm down, decent amount, right? Not quite 50%, but I'm down decently. And it's rough. It's rough. It's painful. It was more painful a couple weeks ago there when we got down to 0.75. But I told myself, because I've been adding down, and I'm just like, I'm not going to add any more unless we get below 70 cents, right? That's just my thing, right? There's not a whole lot of technical analysis or rules behind that. That's just kind of my level. So, if we get below that, I'll consider, picking up some more shares, lowering my average. But my average right now is around 1.31 if you include my 2,000 shares in my other brokerage. So anyway, so why am I still in this? What's been going on? What can I say to defend myself from claims back in August where I thought this is going to be the stock of the year, right? Well, at the end of the day, clinical trial news takes forever to come out, right? And I was definitely early. And I was the one that paid the price for that, right? So looking back, there wasn't much I could have changed, right? Everything looked great. Everything lined up. It had already been beaten down significantly. And there's nothing I could have changed, right? Really, I think aside from maybe adding in slowly or more strategically, or maybe when that news back in August of the insider ownership of the CEO adding, I think it was like 480,000 shares back then. The stock, went up to like 180 something, and I was up like about $9,000. Would have been nice to, of course, sell that, on the pop and then add back down lower. But at the end of the day, I would have just had more money to pour in when I saw it at 150 and 130 and 120 and $1.90. Would have been the same thing, right? Probably would have been down even more. So you can't look back, right? This is for people investing in anything. You can't look back. You want to learn, right? You want to learn from your mistakes, and you want to improve as a trader and as an investor. But you can't beat yourself up over things that you. If I could have gone back, I really don't think I would have changed much, really. Even though it sucks to be down 11K, but that's just how it is. So what's going on? Well, for the past 6 months, there really hasn't been too many developments. Haven't been many, and this is a negative thing, not just from an investor standpoint, but the company has not really. They've been very silent, very quiet, right? As their stock's been getting obliterated. CEO hasn't really talked about it, right? They have no real social presence at all, whether it's on LinkedIn or Twitter. So I think investors have just been kind of left in the dark, just kind of holding and waiting for news to come out, right? Especially in the midst of all this, China fear that happened a lot in the fall. Even though the company is a U.S.-based company, right? Pretty much all their operations and their future market is in China. So there was that. There were a lot of worries that they were dumping on the inside. They were putting shares. They were basically doing offerings through like H.C. Wainwright. I don't want to get too deep, but they have what's the word? I don't know. They have like share agreements with H.C. Wainwright, Jefferies, and Oppenheimer, right, where they can sell shares in the open market. But anyway, so there was just a lot going on, and the company was very silent. There haven't really been too many updates on whether it's BI 1206, CNC 219, CB 5339, any of their CID 103. Haven't been many updates to some of their assets. There was a little news around BI 1206, but really nothing to move anything. So now that just means there's more catalysts right in the future upcoming, but my point is the company's been very silent, and that's definitely hasn't been a good thing. Now, in fairness, small cap bios across the board have been getting absolutely wrecked. I mean, just destroyed, right? Like, let's just type in. This is just some I have on my watch list. This is in no particular order. I'm just gonna. So we've got AGL. Actually, that one fucking wrecked, baby. Okay, I'm gonna put these on the 180, right? So you get the idea. So these are stocks that I've added. Like, I added these all probably in like September, October. When things were just getting destroyed. These are all stocks that because how I like to start finding stocks is looking at what are the large biotech funds like Red Mile, Baker Brothers, RA Capital. What are these guys buying, and what percentage of the companies do they own? So I kind of start there, looking at the 13F filings on like Whale Wisdom or BAM SEC, whatever. And I kind of go from there and build my list. So AGL, nice recovery there, good to see. Got ABSI getting absolutely dumped on, destroyed. Medavail dumped on. Let me just make sure. Let me put this on the 1 year just so we can get like a better picture. And again, these are just random. These have no. These probably aren't the best like examples to kind of compare CASI with, right? Because a lot of the like Medavail, they basically sell like vending machines for pharmaceutical drugs. So you can't really compare these. But I'm just saying, as a whole, right, the sector for the most part has just been getting destroyed. You've got IGMS, you've got STPK, you've got REPL, and I didn't check these before I did this. This is just my watch list. You've got TLIS, you've got, I think OTIC actually is doing better. Yeah, OTIC recovered. You've got ACHL, company I love. I held this, luckily I got out, but it's starting to bounce a little bit. You've got ACAD, big, this one's a big one. It was getting destroyed, but it looks like it's bouncing nice. KOD, this is a big one too. Sharp sell-off there. Decent, starting to recover, kind of, sort of. ADVM, AKBA. I don't want to bore you, but I'm just showing. MT. Blah, 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 right? MRTX. This one got wrecked. PRLD got destroyed. The orange line is where I sold. So I bought at this green line here, and I sold the orange line a while ago. And I told people on stock, you can go to my stock twits, which is like beaten down BioBot, whatever. And I told people in the on the Prelude Therapeutics page. I took my profit because I got out actually on this spike right here. This day it spiked, but I took my profit. I got out. And it got wrecked, bro. Absolutely wrecked. So I'm glad I sold that one. All right. But yeah, so anyway, let's just check actually Lava Therapeutics. Yeah, I mean, it's just things are getting wrecked, bro. VTA, even some of the larger guys. So anyway, all right. So just bad timing. I think a lot of it's bad timing, silence from the company, small caps are getting wrecked. And, on top of that, China. On top of that, 130 million shares, or 139 million shares. Not huge, but, but we did see in this whole thing about it getting, not delisted, but basically a warning from NASDAQ that, if the stock falls below $1, they get I forget what it's called, whatever, the letter that they need to get back above $1. And I think they have like 90 days to do that or something. So, or they could get removed from the NASDAQ, which is wouldn't be the best thing, but anyway, so, I believe in the company, I believe in the assets. I don't think anything's changed. I would like to see more PR from the company, more just, things to make investors feel a little more confident, right? More transparency, more updates, more professionalism would be really nice. So, and I don't think more insider buying is going to change anything. Everybody knows the CEO's in super deep, right? Everybody knows that. So this is just one. I'm either going to ride this to zero, right? I put 28K into this. I'm either riding it to 0 or I'm, holding on till we're at, 7 or 21 or whatever. So, anyway. So, yeah, guys, that's it. It sucks. It sucks to be down 11K. But at this point, I'm almost numb to it because I've been down riding this since like September. So, it's hard to even look at it every day. But anyway, I'm still in. I still love the company. Nothing's changed. Nothing's come out that has, give me a reason to change my conviction, right? The conviction was there in June and July and August and September. Nothing's changed. So, time will tell. I'm either losing 30K or I'm going to make, hopefully a couple hundred. So, don't want to jinx myself though. Knock on wood. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.